Hello YouTube, Jamie here from FM Scout. Today I'm going to talk to you about a tactic that I have been using on my Twitch save over on twitch.tv/FM Scout. So we've started with Dulwich, who are in the National South, and we have just got to the Premier League in Season 7, I think, or Season 8, yeah, Season 7 we've made it to the Premier League. So it's a really good tactic, and it's now available on the FM Scout website. So all you need to do is head over to FM Scout, head over to Tactics, just press the Tactic button at the top. Go to Jamie's 4-2-3-1 attacking Catania with set pieces. So if you go to this, and there's a little video on what Catenaccio is if people are confused. It's more of like an Italian style football, which operators like wing backs, ball playing defenders. We'll go into the tactic now, onto the game. But obviously you can see some of the instructions just here. And yeah, it's really done well for me. I don't usually go so attacking on Football Manager, and I've done it right from the start, and it's been incredible. So I'm just going to give you a little overview of kind of a little bit about the tactic, really. So if you head over to FM19 and obviously import the tactic if you was to use it, this is, so bear with me, I've just made it to the Premier League. I'm on the 1st of July, so I haven't even filled my team out yet. We're going to have a little bit of a history, though, on kind of what we've done with the club. So as you can see right here, the first season, we finished 3rd in the National League, and it was really, really hard because we couldn't really find ball-playing defenders. So I spent 4 years in the non-league on Twitch, and I think the reason was for that is because we couldn't really find the right roles for this formation. And I said I was going to stick with it all the way through FM19. So yeah, we did stick with it. And as you can see, once we started finding the best players, we went up instantly. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah, first season we finished 3rd. We then got promoted first from the National League to the National South to the National League. We then obviously finished 2nd, lost in the playoffs. We finished 1st the season after, and then this is where it kind of got interesting. So I was obviously starting to find a few good players who could fit the roles. So we finished 1st in the National League. We then finished 1st in League 2. We then finished 1st in League 1, and we have just finished 2nd in the Championship. And yeah, it's kind of incredible. Like, this is probably one of my favourite tactics I've ever made, and it's just so good. So give it a go, let me know in the comments below what you think of it, or let me know on the FM Scout website what you think of it. So it is a Catenaccio style, so Catenaccio is kind of your Italian style of football. I mean, there's a bit of a history session on the FM Scout website anyway, if you want to go into it. But the idea behind it is, if you look at your out of possession, the defensive line is so high. It's a very pressing tactic. You can see right here, the pressing intensity is really high. They will always close down. It can be a downside because you do obviously, when someone's attacking you, you've got 3 centre back or 3 defenders going towards the player. You can get caught out at times, but usually it kind of works. So the defensive line is really, really high. So the ball-playing defenders are a big part. The whole of defence is a very big part of this tactic. You will obviously get teams who are playing direct, who knock the ball over. Obviously, you're going to try and catch them on the offside trap. And yeah, it does work. I mean, in terms of so I'm going to talk about what stats you need in the defenders, really. So it's mainly the centre backs. So as it stands, I was using in the Championship Alfie Jones, and I was using Jacob Badou. So these was my 2 guys in the Championship, and if you look at their stats, so these are only good players for League 1 sides, and we managed to finish 2nd in the Championship, which I find incredible. I'm not exactly sure what Badou is. Let me have a look. So Badou is a decent player for most championships. So, we didn't have the best defence, but the main thing is they've got pace. So obviously, as a ball-playing defender, they're still not natural ball-playing defenders, as you can see. This is like, obviously, the technique lets them down, the vision lets them down, and the bravery lets them down. But the main thing is, obviously, you want them to. His passing lets him down as well. Sorry, but yeah, the main thing is your passing, your pace, and your acceleration. Acceleration is very, very important in this tactic because, like I say, because they are so high up the pitch, when they're knocking it over, they need to accelerate quick and press them. So that's the idea behind it. Obviously, we're using a shorter passing. We're playing out of defence because the defensive line's so high. They will pass it to the midfielders, and then we'll go from there. The goalkeeper will distribute to the fullbacks, as you can see. It's like I say, it's a counter-attacking formation, which is, once they lose the ball, you're off. Yeah, you're so quick. The fullbacks are on attack as well. So there's a few player instructions. So obviously the centre backs have got to pass it shorter because they are playing out defence. The wing backs are both the same, so you've got to pass it shorter as well. So we're inheriting kind of a slightly shorter passing style of play. Obviously, they're closing down more. You will get a lot of yellow cards, so make sure you've got sufficient depth. It's a very aggressive tactic, but that comes down to the pressing as well. So you will get a lot of red cards. Yellow cards, sorry. I think one of my players finished on 24 yellow cards in a season. So it can hurt you at times like that, but you'll know if you've got the sufficient backup for it. Make sure you do. Don't go into the season just with 11 players because it's not going to work. Obviously, you prevent short goal kick distribution, which is why with the striker so high, he will close the goalkeeper down. And apart from that, really, obviously, we're using low crosses. So I haven't quite figured out the striker yet. Also, I've yet to try this tactic in the Premier League. Maybe it's going to be too attacking. I'm really excited. This is going to be streamed tonight, actually, on FM Scout at 4 p.m. So this video might go live as I'm streaming. So jump in the stream, twitch.tv/FM Scout. If I upload this video at 5, I'm streaming at 4. So chances are we'll be starting the season at about 5 p.m. once we've done pre-season. In terms of the striker, I haven't quite figured it out just yet. I don't know if I'm going to go with an advanced forward. I don't know if I'm going to try a complete forward, or I don't know if I'm going to try a poacher or pressing forward. I haven't quite figured out the striker role as of yet, but the advanced forward, as to be fair, has done really well. I mean, this guy actually finished on 30 goals in 43 appearances for me last season, so he did well. So yeah, I did start with a poacher, then I changed it to a pressing forward, and it feels like the advanced forward has kind of worked for me so far. So if you've got any questions about the tactic, please do pop it in the comments. But apart from that, it's been a pleasure, and hopefully the download link is in the description. Hopefully I've gave you a little bit more info about the tactic. Give it a go. But as you can see, yeah, in the championship, we just played incredible. There was times where I was beating teams like 5-3, Bristol City 5-5, 5-0 QPR, 5-0 Stoke. Obviously we lost some, but that was down to my mistakes in depth. That's the only reason that we lost a few games, I believe. And, injuries hurt us. I went into this season, believe it or not, with 2 centre-backs. So I went into this season with Jacob Badu and Alfie Jones. And obviously with Badu getting like so many yellow cards, it kind of hurt us. But yeah, we did have a little bit of backup, but it wasn't great. But yeah, definitely have a look and give it a go and see what you think. I'm intrigued because I really like this tactic I've made. I wanted to bring an Italian emphasis to the club from day one, and we've done that. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.